What's up, guys? Wait. Alright, what's up, guys? This is going to be an account showcase video, but before we begin, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of a $55 YoStar Store gift card. All you need to do to enter is ask a question in the comments, which I'll use for an upcoming Q&A video. If you don't want to enter the giveaway, but you still want to leave a question or a comment, then feel free to do that, and just write in your comment that you don't want to enter the giveaway. You can also just leave a comment and enter the giveaway without asking a question if you want. But yeah, I'm going to be using the questions for an upcoming Q&A so that most people have a chance to enter and ask some question before I do the raffle. So if you're looking to pick up some official merch from the YoStar store, if you're looking to pick something up from the YoStar store, then do make sure to enter the giveaway. All right, let's get into it. So for my account, obviously the first thing we gotta look at are my Meowficers. Aside from the guaranteed Tempesta ones that everyone has access to, I guess I'll start showing from here. This guy is my first ever Oscar, and it's actually aged really well because of kind of where the meta is right now with GVB, Mecklenburg, Z52, and so on. So what this thing has is Fire and Mountain, and then it also has Soulful Warrior for the 3% crit. It has Firepower, but this last talent wasn't really that amazing for the longest time, but now it's like as good as it gets because the Torpedo side, it gives 3 accuracy and 12 firepower for your Iron Blast ships, which there's a lot of them that are really good, so this is like one of the best cats that I have, if not the best. And then we have just a pretty decent steel for my submarines. I'm missing 1 point on the torpedo, but I never got anything better, so that's fine. This is a pretty decent Takemaru for cruisers. We got Tireless Warrior, Destiny Flame, and then some other stuff. The reload is not the best, but it's good enough. And then comes the Bishamarus. I wish they were all lined up, but Bishamaru is the cat that I have the most copies of really amazing ones for whatever reason. They just came to me. So this one has Flame, Destiny, Ace Pilot, and Torpedo Soul, as well as some extra aviation. So any kind of carrier comp that has torpedo destroyers, a lot of the IJM ones, this will be really good on. After that, we have Flame Mountain and Torpedo Soul on Lime. Not really that good, but I use it a lot for campaign. And then just a decent purple for carriers. After that, we have this Flame Destiny Torp Soul Bunny for destroyers. Pretty decent Ego Union antenna, just Flame and Soulful Warrior. Then we have a Flame Mountain Soulful Warrior antenna. This is like a obviously generically solid antenna. After that is this Justice, which I'm really happy about because I got this a long time ago, but it started with no unique talents, and I kept resetting, and through level up, it got both Flame and Torpedo Soul, so that's pretty rare. And then after that, we have, let's see, we have another Oscar. This one just has some reload. This is Reload Scar, so this one has reload, aside from just the generically good stuff. Flame Destiny Soulful Warrior. This one is a cruiser and battleship hybrid. So it's got Tireless Warrior, it's got Flame, it's got Soulful Warrior, and it has the 2 cruiser and battleship officer skills. After that, I have another KMS Oscar, but this one has Ace Pilot instead of Mountain. And then we have another Bishimaru, Flame, Destiny, Ace Pilot, and then 2 more aviation boosting talents. After that is another Bishimaru with Ace Flame, and then just the generic talents. Same with this one. Ace Flame generic talents. This one has 2 points in aviation, whereas this one has 2 points in reload. So these were my first two, and that was the difference between them. And then I got the one with the Destiny, and then the one with the Torpedo Soul as well. After that is this pound. These 2 pounds, I must have spent more coins on these 2 pounds than anyone has in the history of Azur Lane, because both of them start. Pound just doesn't have a that amazing of a starting talent pool, so both of them have 2 points in Battleship Officer and Battleship Firepower, and I've been trying every single day, both of them, to get both Flame and Soulful Warrior. And to this day, I haven't been able to do it. But yeah, every day, this is like the first thing I do. This is why I open the game and I run 13-4 just so I can get enough coins to reset these 2 pounds. Yeah, after that, I have this Flame and Soulful Warrior Lime with 2 Firepower talents and then Cruiser Officer. Not bad. This one is Flame, Soulful, Torpedo Soul. And then we have Flame, Soulful again. This one has maxed out reload, although it doesn't really make that much of a difference. After that, we have this Bunny, I think, with Wind. I probably will retire this because I don't really have much use for Wind anymore. After that is a Cruiser Hybrid Antenna, just like the KMS, or just like the Oscar one I showed earlier. It's got Soulful, Tireless, and Flame, and then it's got the 2 Officer skills, although it's missing 1 talent point. And then after that, I have a recent Flame Mountain Antenna again, but this one has Accuracy instead of Firepower, which is a little bit worse, but still pretty good. After that, I have another Justice with Flame, probably going to get rid of it. And then the rest of them are just fodder. But yeah, those are my Mephisers. Alright, let's take a look at the dock now. I don't know how many oaths I have at this point. Somebody can count it up if they want to, but yeah, I'm just gonna go down the list. See if there's anything interesting to talk about. There is something interesting when we get down far enough, which is this. What was her name? Urakaze? I think what happened was I banked a little bit. I banked quite a lot of EXP on her, and then as I was spam clicking to awaken to level 120 to get her fleet tech, I didn't realize that she was 120, so then I uncapped her to level 125 by accident. So that was kind of annoying, because back then I didn't have Kagurays to kind of waste, but nowadays it's whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then after that, I guess I can show all the copies, all the dupes I have of certain ships. First I have a 2nd and 3rd Unicorn. Then I have 4 Januses here. And I also have a few Longwus and also Jades, but I guess they're purple, so I gotta go further down. Nothing really interesting, just a bunch of stuff I leveled for fleet tech. Down, down, down. And yeah, a couple of Jades here. And a few Lungwus, enough to fill up an aquarium, basically. And then at the very bottom, I have a few Bremertons to hold skins, these Yorktowns. It's a little bit extra, I might retire some of them, the Vanguard might go. But yeah, otherwise not too many dupes. I think I do have like 2 Sozuses with different reload stats, but they haven't really been seeing much use recently. And I think that's about it. 2 Vanguards as well with 2 different reload stats. Those are all the UR dupes that I have. Then I have the Unicorn dupes, and because I was leveling ships, and instead of using my level 125 Unicorn, I just decided to use fresh ones because I had nothing better to do. Okay. After that, let's take a look at the depot. Let's do the equipment. I don't know what to really say. Yeah, I have what is this, 6 Rainbow Bofors, but I just keep making these the moment I get enough of the anti-air prints, really, because there's nothing really better to do. Maybe one day an anti-air gun better than this one will come out, but I kind of doubt it. 3 457s, I didn't really go too far with those. a couple of 406 Mark 7s. A lot of Wyverns, because I had nothing better to do with my material, but yeah, they're not that important. I wouldn't really recommend making this many. 3 Drake guns, don't really care about them too much. A lot of Plymouth guns. You can never have too many of these because they're the best auxiliary guns for battleships. A bunch of Tenrais, I'd probably trade like 2 or 3 of them for one of the new skip bombers at this point. And then a couple Yamato guns. Okay, these new destroyer guns, oh man. I made 3 of these plus 13. And now these came out. So I want a plus 13 at a second one, but after this experience, I don't know if I can really handle it if these get power crept too. But yeah. I mean, these guns are a lot better than these guns. Like the margin between this one and this one is a lot bigger than when this one came out, I think. But yeah, right now the plates are a little bit... I don't know if I should waste it. Oh, I guess it's getting close. I mean, if I get to 720 plates, I might upgrade another one. Just so that whenever a rainbow battleship gun drops, I can immediately get it to plus 13. But okay, after that, a bunch of rainbow oxytorps. And then I'll be making rainbow G7Es as soon as I get enough torpedo parts, pretty much, because there's nothing better to do with them. And then for Mecklenburg guns, after I crafted 3, I just went back for more LA9s. Since you don't really need too many copies of these. The 4th one was from the shop. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 LA9s. A bunch of these French AAs that are kind of a waste now in hindsight. They're kind of just worse than the Rainbow Bofors. And yeah. And then if you want to count up how many steam catapults I have, feel free to do so. Also, a million pancakes. What else do I have? A lot of rudders, obviously, a decent amount. And then more auxiliaries. These are from back in the day before the Rainbow Bofors came out. Yeah. They're still okay. A bunch of bitters from back in the day. 2 J crowns at plus 13. Probably one of the few people who have that. And where is the new KMS plane? Yeah, these planes, I made 4 of them at plus 13 so far. But yeah. And then we have some Magtorps. Not really that interesting. When we get down here, I think. Yeah, just go through everything. These torps, I tried them out, but they're a little bit faster than the regular quad mags, which means their hit rate is a little bit worse because the tracking is a little bit worse. They're still okay. I'd probably just mix them with the quad mags for a campaign, just because they have different timings, and they're pretty fast in general. So they're not bad, but they're also not. I wouldn't say they replace the quad mags for general use, just because of the extra velocity that it has. Over here I have the Howden Liu gun, plus 13. Bunch of collaboration stuff. What else is there? Toolboxes, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Okay. Now let's look at maybe equipment skins. Does anybody actually care about these? There's too much garbage though. I don't know if this is interesting, because there's a lot of not good stuff. And a lot of stuff I also like. Okay, let's go over the materials. These are my Valentine selections over the years. Otago was the first. Yeah, I had a type in the early years. If you know, you know. And then obviously, John Bart, Shinano. Probably gonna pick Sella next year. And then what else? Yeah, these are piling up. Oh yeah, I have 78 main gun blueprints because I think I chose main gun prints by accident when I wanted to choose anti-air prints. So hopefully I can find some use for them one day. Okay. These are my gold plates. Not that big of a stockpile overall, because I like to use them. I don't really care to have them, you know, pile up to 5,000 or whatever. What else is interesting here? What is this? Something courage ticket. Purple parts, decent amount. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see what else there is to show. Oh yes, PR progress. Usually I think the queue kind of shows the whole story. I want obviously many copies of the new dive bomber, but I also want to finish Maxi Milmon in a timely manner. So I'm kind of splitting my time between the two. Somebody who's focusing on ships will have more Milmon prints than me, and then somebody who's focusing on gear will have more playing blueprints than me. Currently, I have 24, and Max is at def 21. But yeah, somebody in my Discord today posted their plane blueprint progress, and they're at 43, and I was just like, what the hell is that? And yeah, and then I'm sure somebody's closing in on maybe 24, 25 at this point for Max if they cubed their asses off. Yeah, I guess I'll show, yeah, this is what I have left over from previous seasons. Not much, really. And then let's go into the shop. I'm always lacking rainbow bullets because I've never developed the habit of doing PvP on time. Whenever a season starts, I think to myself, oh yeah, this time I'm gonna play out the whole season, but after like 2 or 3 days, I miss 1 or 2 resets and I just give up. I'm just like, yeah, what's the point? This is kind of my curse. I am always short on bullets. As you can see, I have a lot of gold ships that are not MLB. And yeah, I have no bullets right now. Okay, after that, this is my guild stuff. And then core data, 35k. Probably not the most that anybody has. And then protocores, I don't even know if this is a lot or not, but yeah. Okay, guess I'll show my Operation Siren stuff. This is what I'm using these days. A lot of people ask me over the years, but it's honestly not that interesting, I think. So I have my mob fleet, and then, which I don't even know what to say, like Unicorn to heal, and then these two do decent damage with low cooldowns. Same with the Vanguard. They do pretty good damage. That's all I really care about. And then in terms of the bossing fleets, I just have this fleet. I pretty much only use the second fleet these days. I just stuffed cross fleet stuff in fleet 3 and 4 because, I mean, this is so overkill already. But it's not something I can recommend to developing players because you're not going to have the same amount of investment. And if I just show you what I use, you can't really copy it and have the same amount of success, I think. But I put HE guns on JVB and Lion, and then I put the Mecklenburg gun on Mecklenburg. This way, she can pretty much solo heavy armor bosses, and then the other two take care of the light armor ones. And all these guns do good damage against medium, so yeah, this fleet can handle pretty much everything at this point. Eldritch to make sure the Vanguard doesn't die, and then 2 buffers that work against any enemy. So that's pretty much my bossing fleet, a bunch of cross fleet stuff that I don't really use, and the mobbing fleet. Those are the only ones that matter. Okay. Yeah. Let me see my collection, 99.9%, because I have actually not farmed for Fujinami yet. Because I need the oil to farm gold so that I can reset the 2 pounds like I mentioned in the beginning. Yeah, I got my priorities, but maybe eventually I'll go for it. Maybe I'll try, maybe when I finish developing Valparaiso or something, but yeah, we still got a long ways to go. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this account showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget about the giveaway if you want to enter for a chance to win a $55 YoStar gift card. Alright, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.